Well, Denny, unfortunately, heartbreak again. I know you've been so close to a championship. Today, 11 innings to decide it. Was there anything that you think back and see as a turning point?
The 11th inning. I mean, honestly, we battled, and their pitchers and experienced pitchers. She's going D1. We are, battling at the plate, and she was as tough as we thought. We did equal them in hits, but I think the turning point was just getting the bunt down for them. It took a lot. She had 2 strikes on her, and Tom called the bunt, and she put it down. And when my girls had 2 strikes, I didn't call the bunt, so that was the difference.
Cologne was spectacular, and I know that she was really good in the semis as well. What she's been able to do after some rough outings earlier in the playoffs, she gave you every chance to win. What did she do so well here today?
She just mixed her pitches well. She threw fast when she needed to, and she didn't fall behind much at all. There's a few batters when she was behind, and but mostly she just stayed ahead in the counts and hit her pitches.
Sometimes the only chance you might have to get a good pitcher is early. You got your run in the first inning on a Ponca homer, nearly had a second homer right after.
Right.
What did you do successfully in that first inning?
You just said it. They swung the bats. We've been working on hitting that rise ball. She does have a nice rise ball. We've been trying to keep our hands above it and get good contact on it, and they did it.
I know the defense has been so good all season. It really some good plays today that maybe saved a run or two.
Right.
That said, they did get their 1 run in regulation play because of a costly mistake. Was there anything that you would have seen differently happen on that play?
No, I think she was trying to just get 2 on that play, and we had 2 of our infielders were converging on second, and I think that kind of threw her off a little bit. Like I said, I don't know who I said it to. You're going to give up a run. We need to score 1 or 2 more. I thought we were going to have to score 3 runs to win this game.
Getting here, playing a game of this caliber with a great turnout. I know you had to be light on your feet with the change in venue, change in days, but how do you think the girls took in this entire experience?
They were focused the whole time. I mean, like we said, we just stood toe-to-toe with what I believe the best pitcher in 5A, with the exception of ours. I think ours battled her 100%. So, they stayed up, and we were working the whole time. And yesterday was, we didn't play. We didn't think we were going to play, but they stayed up. They were focused. They had everything gave everything they could in the game, and I'm very proud of them.
Well, the good news is you get second life because you head to the state playoffs. You've been able to win a state title in a season where you didn't even make it to a WPIAL championship game. How do you make sure your team refocuses for next week?
We just got to draw back to 2019 and draw back to that and think about, just keeping them focused, keep them back in, and let them know that, we can and we have done it, and it can be done, and it probably has to go through Shaler again, and we'll probably have a rematch if we make it there. So, 1 at a time.